Akbar Birbal story. The Wise Fisherman and the Royal Elephant. Once upon a time in the great kingdom of Akbar, the emperor was known for his keen interest in the wisdom of his courtiers, especially his favorite advisor, Birbal. One day, Akbar decided to buy a grand elephant for his royal stables. This elephant would symbolize strength and prosperity in his kingdom. Birbal was excited about the new addition to the royal family and accompanied Akbar to the market to choose the perfect elephant. They arrived at the market, where many merchants showcased their elephants. Akbar was captivated by a magnificent elephant with stunning tusks and a beautifully decorated saddle. "This is the one!" exclaimed Akbar. "What should we name this grand creature, Birbal?" Birbal thought for a moment and said, "Your Majesty, a royal elephant deserves a royal name. Let's name it Maharaja, which means great king." Akbar was pleased with the suggestion and ordered the elephant to be brought to the palace. While returning to the palace, they passed a river where they saw a fisherman catching fish. The fisherman was not only skilled but also had a reputation for his honesty. As Birbal and Akbar watched, the fisherman caught a large fish and instead of selling it, he called over a group of poor villagers nearby. "Here, take this fish. I know you need it more than I do," he said, generously offering his catch. Birbal was impressed and remarked to Akbar, "See, Your Majesty, true wealth is not just in riches but in the kindness one shows to others." Akbar nodded in agreement, appreciating the fisherman's noble act. Curious, Akbar decided to test the wisdom of his courtiers that day. He turned to Birbal and asked, "What is the most important thing in life?" Birbal replied, "The most important thing in life is happiness, Your Majesty. Without happiness, wealth means nothing." Akbar appreciated Birbal's insight and resolved to promote happiness in his kingdom. Later, Birbal suggested they reward the kind fisherman for his generosity. Akbar agreed, and they called the fisherman to the palace. When the fisherman arrived, he was nervous but honored. Akbar praised him for his kindness and presented him with gold coins as a reward. The fisherman was overwhelmed with gratitude and said, "Thank you, Your Majesty. But I believe true happiness comes from helping others, not from riches." Inspired by the fisherman's words, Akbar decided to organize a festival to encourage kindness among his people. He asked Birbal to help him plan the event. Together, they devised a plan to invite everyone in the kingdom, encouraging acts of kindness. On the day of the festival, people from all over the kingdom gathered in the royal courtyard. Akbar spoke to the crowd, "Today, we celebrate kindness and generosity. I want to hear stories of good deeds." One by one, people shared their experiences of helping others, which filled the air with joy and laughter. As the sun set, Akbar noticed the fisherman in the crowd, still smiling. He asked him, "What do you think of this festival?" The fisherman replied, "Your Majesty, this festival will sow the seeds of kindness in our hearts. It will remind us that we can change lives with small acts of goodness." Birbal then added, "Just like this festival, true kindness spreads like ripples in a pond. One act can inspire many." Akbar smiled and felt a sense of fulfillment, knowing that he could encourage such positive change in his kingdom. From that day on, the kingdom flourished not just with wealth, but with kindness and joy. Birbal and the fisherman became good friends, often discussing wisdom and life by the riverbank. Akbar continued to rule wisely, always remembering the lessons of kindness, the importance of happiness, and the true value of friendship. Vocabulary: wise buddhimana, fisherman mashwara, royal sahi, elephant hathi, grand bhavya, strength sakti, prosperity samarthi, symbolize pratika banana, captivated mantramugda, magnificent sanadara, decorated sajaya gaya, saddle rasi, noble yadara, generosity udarata, kindness dayaluda, curious jijnasu, test pariksa, wealth dana, happiness kusi, promote bharhava dina, festival tyauhara, encourage protsahita karana, act karya, overwhelmed abhibuddha, gratitude abhara, riches sampati, plan yojana, organize ayojana karana, stories kahaniyam, goodness balai, celebrate manana, crowd bira, experience anubhava, fulfillment santosa, flourish vikasita hona, friendship mitrata, ripples laharam, pond talaba, inspired pririta, positive sakaratmaka,